for just a few short years did we use the reapers and the binders. Probably less than 80 years those tools were used in the farm fields. By the turn of the century, at the beginning of the 1900s, they needed more production and they were looking for less labor involved. So this is the beginning of what's called the push header. But the most important part of the push header was that this changed the relationship of wheat harvest, oats, barley. It was no longer cut green. This here machine allowed you to cut dry grain. In other words, the grain had matured, the heads were mature, and you push this through the crop. The crop went up this particular elevator, and it would drop into a wagon such as this and would be transported to the derrick table. So the horses or the mules, they walked behind the header so they didn't trample any grain, and they pushed this piece of equipment through the grain. And of course it is a ground-driven piece of machine. As this wheel turned, then it would drive the mechanism to make the sickle work and to make the elevator run. All of it was controlled by one operator in the rear. The operator steered it here from the rear. This paddle went between his legs and he moved the paddle back and forth to steer the machine, and the harnesses he used to, the reins he used to steer his mules or horses. Up here in the front of a push header, we have a somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 to 12 foot cutter bar. The mules, horses would push it through the grain, and it would cut it and transport it up this elevator in dry form, and it would put it into a wagon such as this, which is a header box. In the field with a push header, you needed to have at least 3 or 4 header boxes, such as this one. It's low on one side. The push header would be on this side. The elevator would elevate the grain up and put it in the header box. And then the header box would take it to the derrick table, where it would be dumped up on the derrick table so it could be put in the thresher.